Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Golden Ale on a day when the sun came out. Eh? God, so did I say Raggy's Golden Ale? Did I say Raggy's Beer Reviews? I ain't got a clue. I'm not going to stop the thing to go back. This is what it is. A Raggy Beer Review. Doing St Peters Golden Ale. There we go. So anyway, it's one of the times where you think, did I just say that or did I not? Light caramel aromas with a late bitterness, 4.7%. St Peters Brewery, St Peters Hall near Bungay in Suffolk. Been there, been to the place, bought the beers from the shop, and doesn't really say oat on the back to be honest, so we won't even bother. 4.7% ABV. I've just been out into Nottingham city centre to go to Partisan Tavern, which is a lovely micro pub in the Snanton area. And then for the beer launch of a beer between Bang the Elephant, 47 Degrees Brewing, and Shareware Clothing Scheme. And, anything where people these days, in the times we're going, and to share your clothing, old clothing or whatever, you know, kindness is a thing that the world has not got enough of. So it's a lovely golden pour, as it is, crystal golden pour rather. Plenty of carbonation rising. A couple of fingers of white head on this. Very much a malty nose on this. Yeah, all I'm getting at the moment is just malty coming through. Oh, it's been a busy weekend. Castle Rock Yard Party Friday. Wife's hen do yesterday, so I had to give the garden and the house a good clean. And today we've been out. Wife's hanging a little bit. I've been out. I've been down into Nottingham city centre to go to Partisan Tavern. Been for a launch of a beer, doing the old Raggy's beer stuff. And now I'm at home. It's literally, what time is it? And we'll tell you what time it is. 6:27. Sunday the 14th of May. And yeah, so that's when you know when the beer review's been done. This beer review is going online straight away anyway. So the head's getting bigger as I'm talking. Can't be a big head, can you? Big head. Yeah. Like I said many times, St Peters Brewery, one of my favourite of the national breweries. I call them a national brewery, not local. Well, not local to me anyway. A brewery that I've got two of their beers at the Raggies Wedding Beer Festival. Yep, gonna crank them open on the morning or the night before, and yeah, just get them, crank them open, a little bit of a pour, make sure they're tasting well. Make sure they're tasting well. Make sure I bloody do a review of each of them before everybody else comes and drinks the beer, and I'm there at the end thinking, I'm done a review. It is what it is. Oh, tasting spot on. 4.7%, nice ABV to be fair. And like I say, St Peters, if you're ever in the Suffolk area of the world, we went up and it was a bit wet when we went up. Puddles everywhere. Been raining loads. But in the summer, oh, it must be amazing in the summer. In the winter, it'd be bleak. But in the summer, it must be amazing. And yeah, get yourself a brewery tour. Go in the brewery shop, get yourself some beer, bit of merch. Be interesting to see where the brewery goes because they're building another add-on to the brewery, expanding the brewery. You hear a lot about breweries suffering and struggling. The breweries that are doing well are doing well. You know, and obviously it's all about having a business mind and what you do and what you don't do. I suppose that's the same with anything. I mean, as a family, apart from cars and stuff, uh, we have got through this winter quite well. We were worried, really worried. Uh, we've got through the winter quite well. We're coming up to the wedding. Once the wedding's out of the way, the strain comes down off you, mentally, emotionally, um, and then it's apart from the daughter's wedding, it's time to start enjoying life again. And you should always enjoy life. Life's for enjoying. However, we have to work to pay the bills, so it's not always as easy as it sounds. Is it not? Yeah, it's not easy. No one said life was easy. Relationships are not easy. Families are not easy. Paying bills, work is not easy. There's so much stress, and the simpler it is, the better it is in some ways. You imagine in countries where life is a lot simpler, where they don't really go to work, they farm the land. But even then, there's stress. There's always stress. It's how you beat the stress, isn't it? Today I've had a good chat in one pub. In the second pub, felt like a bit of a spare part, to be honest. But I did my YouTuber promoter thing. So off my own back, went into town, paid for my bus fare, paid for me a beer, did the thing, and it's all for not for promoting me, it's all for promoting somebody else. But you know, it's it's a hobby that I like doing. It's a strange thing, really. You just give away your time for somebody else, but people do a bit of that with charity work, don't they? They selflessly give their time away. Uh, and it's what you get out of by doing that. It's what you get out of it. What I get out of it is positivity from it all. And even though I did feel a bit of a spare part, but there you go, got them all. But it left me to come home a bit quicker and do a beer review in the shed, so it's not all bad, not all bad at all. Yeah, so for me, this is one of the beers you can actually brew as a home brewer. Well, you can. I'm not sure if you'd have to check St Peters website out or your local home brewing merchant. Golden ale, ruby red, cream stout, honey porter, plum porter. There's another one. Or the kits. Although I hear that honey porter's been retired, which is sad. But obviously, breweries do what breweries do, and beer makers and that do what they do. You have to. I suppose if it's a weak kit, they will ditch it at some stage. In their eyes, anyway. It is what it is on that side of things. Um, but yeah, tasting well. Out of 5 for me. Like I say, absolutely love St Peters. Always have done. For me, a good 4.2 out of 5. And yeah, an easy drinking, quaffable golden ale. Cheers all.